Hey everybody, welcome to Alliance War number 11 versus MWO. These guys are killer. They're really tough. This time we're going up with Hood, Sentry, and Corvus Glaive. Now, Corvus, I believe, is for... I think I might have an Iron Man on Spite. So here's the deal. If you put an Iron Man Infinity War on that Spite node, you know, fair game. That's a tough fight for anybody except for Corvus. He will destroy that fight. So that's why I bring him. So the first fight's versus the skill champion. I'm bringing in Corvus to see if potentially I could pick up. I thought, you know, sometimes this is a Black Panther Civil War. According to the data, I was kind of potentially expecting him. I know sometimes my sheets are my overlays are not completely up to date, but those will become more updated over time. And yeah, I've definitely seen Black Panther on this node a couple times just because of the armor up buff. But you know, it wasn't him. It was a fake out. But there's no reason why Corvus can't do this. And I don't have suicides on this war. I wanted to test it out without suicides. Kind of risky with Corvus. He really does benefit a ridiculous amount from suicides. He benefits a lot more than others just because he does not modify his attack at all based with his abilities. He crits guaranteed, and he modifies his crit damage. So by modifying your attack with Suicide Masters, he really does a lot of damage with that. You know, it just scales really well. So anyway, I run out of charges, which is to be expected on a fight like this, and I just have to, you know, play around it. It's no big deal. Just imagine this is the last bit of a Sentinel fight. he's got 100 analysis, and I can't quite get the crit, but at least I don't have suicides, so I can just throw the special one and be done with it. We move straight up to node 33, which is an unduped Cosmic Champion, 6-star, so gonna have some hit points to them. I'm not sure who it is, but I'll spoil it right now. It's gonna be an Angela. No real reason to be afraid of this node. I do really like this node for Sentry, even though I can't use the big damage. What I like about it is that you can build up your persistent charges. So I did get tagged right there, and by the Blood Raven, Brimton Rivers, and he, you know, I didn't have my indestructible available, and because of that willpower, or sorry, a debuff of the power lock, I don't think it would actually trigger, so I'm not quite sure, but I end up using it because of the Plagued Mind. I use the special one. Well, you might as well get that damage out if you can, and I'm really just gauging the damage here, and it looks like I'm not going to be able to get past 80 hits, right? I'm not going to be able to stretch it out that long, so I'm only going to grab the one charge here, so I just need to get to 40 and make sure that happens. Heal a little bit with willpower, just throw the special one before Plagued Mind hits, just like there. Perfect again. So I got the maximum healing out of the willpower, and I got some damage with the special one, and we're almost done here. Just another bait another special one, then I'll go in for the combo, and it's all over. So node number 40 is the villainy node. This one has, I mean, this is the only node I've died on so far this season besides the boss node. This node definitely has the potential to trip people up, has the potential to trip me up. I see another Mystic Champion here. I said, thank God there's no persistent charges, because I was really not liking that fight last time with the Mephisto, but it turns out to be a 6-star Juggernaut. Just wanted to cover all my bases here. I end up taking in, oh yeah, I forgot the boost on the last fight. I really got to get better at my boosts. I'm always maybe a little rushing it. Usually when I do my path, I'm a little busy with other stuff, so I just kind of gotta jump on and do it. But I gotta slow down a little bit sometimes with the boosts. Gotta remember to boost. So I'm throwing on the greater boost because of the Iron Man and because I don't have suicides on. And I'm throwing on 3-minute boost because this is war number 11, and it's time to use these boosts up. 3-minute boosts. I know you don't like get back up to 15 out of 15 boosts during the off season, but I will be able to get back up to a normal stash. And in the beginning of season 5, I don't have to necessarily boost on every fight. You can kind of feel out the beginning of the season, and I'm getting pretty good at this path, so I think I'm going to be just fine. So unduped 6-star Juggernaut. I didn't want to stun him because this is the new Juggernaut, and if you parry him while he's unstoppable, he's going to put a stagger on yourself. I brought in Hood just because he was a villain, and I was worried that I was worried. I don't know what I was worried about. I just wanted to have the option to throw specials. So the fight starts off really good, but it's not gonna go great. So I get tagged by that. So that's not a projectile, I guess, or I just got really unlucky. And then I get intercepted again, and I don't know. I'm sort of losing control of the fight here a little bit. I was kind of distracted by that power lock. I wasn't quite sure what that power lock was because I was still gaining power, so I wasn't sure what the debuff was for. Maybe it was reduced power. I'm gonna have to read the note again. I throw the special one because the special one is a good way with Hood to get back in the fight. It has a pretty long stun, and I don't know what happened there. I messed up and threw the last medium attack, but luckily, guys, this is a kind of proof. Like, this is just a 455 Hood. You know, Juggernaut, he just doesn't do enough damage. I mean, you'd have to get really lucky on the crits, I think. Or I guess the Mystic Dispersion for the special 3, I don't know. He's just not crazy of a defender anymore. So we move on to the Spite node, which is the trickiest node on this path, even trickier than the 55, which is the immunity mini boss. That usually enemy alliances put somebody pretty tricky on here, and I've seen so many Iron Man Infinity Wars this season that it's crazy. So I have the boosts on. I want to replace this with a cosmic power boost, right? I can't remember if I throw on the 150 or the 200. I guess we'll see in a second. 200 because I'm thinking suicides. I don't have them on. And I'm going to want to put on the special 3 defense because he very well could get to a special 3. And I want to throw on I almost threw on the invulnerability boost on accident, but I wanted the advanced power boost. And I'm going to want the cosmic special boost as well. That's really going to help. I'm going to replace the mystic one that I had, and we're going for it. It's Corvus time. So this is no suicides Corvus. It's going to be... You're going to see. It's not going to be what you're used to. I did run out of time there, so I'm wasting my 3-minute boost, but it's okay because I'm not planning on using that boost for node 55. So, yep, it's a little... I start off fine. I should be going in to punish that way earlier. I just was a little nervous probably because I didn't have the massive damage I was hoping for. So I go in again. It's all looking fine. I'm using 2 charges per combo. I bait the special 2. He's already got a special 1 again. So let's see how this goes. I need to bait the special 1 at this point or push him to a special 2 again. Looks like I'm going to go in for the special 2. Going to have to bait it, but I decide to throw the special 2 and because it would power drain him, but it wasn't enough. And it didn't do enough damage to get me to my next special 2, so it looks like I'm about to eat a special 3. Not a huge deal with Corvus, especially since I put on the special 3 boost. So I got the 25% and then I got the 20% from just being a 5-star and hitting the combo right. But I did get a plasma break on me, so that took a lot of damage. Then I ate a heavy, so I am like, oh god, I didn't need my glaive charges to come back. So they came back, and I'm good. I'm back in the game, and basically all it amounts to is him giving me some free power, because I got another special 2 out of it, which is kind of what I needed. So I throw the other special 2. He's in his armor phase now. I just have to fight for a few more seconds, and I can get out of this fight alive. I throw the special 1 because I knew it would be enough to get him down, and geez, guys, that was pretty close. That's Corvus without suicides. This is what we mean this is what I mean when I say he's expensive to run. If you want those results that you're seeing on Reddit or in your line chat groups, you're going to have to change your masteries, sometimes multiple times per war. Unless you're that guy with the 6-star rank 2 Corvus who brings Proxima for the synergy and Thor Ragnarok for the synergy and just only runs Corvus, you're changing your masteries quite a lot. And even if you're doing that, you still need to change them for defense because you can't be placing defenders with recoil on unless you're in the lower tiers, which in that case, you know, go for it. It's crazy. But yeah, at least for the way we're doing war, I need to change my masteries a lot when I use Corvus, and you know, I decided not to this time, and it was a gamble, and I almost died, almost cost my alliance to death, and that would have been bad. We're really, you know, fighting for plat 1 here. So I take in Sentry vs Quake. I really like this fight, actually. Sentry vs Quake's pretty fun. I can't punish her heavy, though, unfortunately, just because her heavy's kind of like Stark Spidey's. It doesn't travel Quake very far. So I take an Aftershock because, of course, she's stun immune, and it's kind of hard to do this without baiting her heavy. I only start with 3 Reality Warps, which is not much. That my damage is gimped. It's like my damage is literally at 3 out of... I guess 6 because you start. So I lose my invulnerability boost, and that kind of sucks. But that's because I got stunned with, I think it's like a 10% chance. That's BS. Anyway, so I just baited her special 1 there. I'm gonna try and do this without getting any more aftershocks on me. It's sort of working. As long as I can just keep baiting her special 1, I should be fine. I'm gonna have a special 2 coming up here in a second. Here we go. And it does not crit, but it still does 17,000 damage. That's not too bad. Get up to the next combo, so I'm 40 hits into the combo, and I just need to bait this 1 more special, and it looks like I've got enough power to throw a free special 1, but I should have thrown it there. That would have been it. That would have been the fight for me. But yeah, okay. Here's the last one there. She goes down. That one was an unboosted special 1. So no issues with the Quake fight. I really find fighting her easy on that node, but you know, maybe on the Dismay node she'd be a little harder because you do kind of lose your combo often. She just doesn't do tons of damage. I think she has a pretty low crit rate. So we lost the war to MWO. Those guys are crazy. I didn't spend very much units, just a potion, I think, and yeah, I went 5-0. We lost the war, so now we are 6-5, which means that war number 12 is a must win. We have to win it if we want to stay in Plat 1. So we're just barely in Plat 1. So stay tuned for that one. I'm going to try and post that one today as well. And yeah, we'll see you soon. Take care.